Shalom, Koholo Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone and ruled well, and who was taught us this truth. Shalom, wa barakim, la'abakarim, peace and blessings to the elect. And I went into this chapter in the last video I did, and of course we know verse 2 as it reads. It says, "And lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof. And I behold, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him." All right. And this is talking about our Lord Yahushua, his return and his coming. All right. And we know that sea right here is not talking about the actual physical ocean. It's talking about the heavens, because the Lord is going to come through the heavens. And we know that because of the different, scriptures, all right, that link up with that. All right. But also, I just want to get the Hebrew. All right. So when you go and you type in sea, all right, Genesis 1, right, verse 26, it says, "And the powers said, let us make man in our image and after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle of over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth." The Hebrew word for sea in this verse, right, if you go down, it is Salakia. It's yam, right? But if you scroll up in Genesis, the first chapter, and you read verse 2, right? And you see waters right here. I'm going to read this. It says, "And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the spirit of the powers moved upon the face of the waters," right? And this waters right here is talking about space, all right, or the heavens, because the scriptures talk about there's three heavens, all right? And when you go into that word for waters, right, the word in the Hebrew for water or waters is ma-yam. Ma-ya and a ma-yam, right? And ma, we know that ma means of, yam, sea, of the sea, if you want to technically break it down, but ma-yam just means waters, right? And then when you type in heaven, right, and you go and you get the Hebrew word for heaven, we should just stay in Genesis 1, right? You go to Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, the powers create the heaven and the earth. When you go to heaven, right, it's Sha, Ma, Yum. Sha as the prefix and Mayum. Mayum, again, was the waters, right? Sha, of the prefix Sha in the beginning, means pertaining to. All right, so heaven or heavens literally means pertaining to the waters. All right, so when you go back to 2 Esdras 13:2, when it says, "And lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven." All right, it's talking about Yahushua coming from the heavens. All right, and it further makes more sense that it's talking about the heavens and not the actual ocean when it says, "And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him." All right, so he's going to be coming from above. If he's coming from underneath, we're going to be looking down at him if he was actually coming from the ocean. But when he returns, all eyes are going to see him because he's going to be above. All right, and everyone's going to tremble because he's going to be doing damage. All right, but I just want to get quick clarity and get some Hebrew to edify that the sea literally just means the heavens. All right, because that's how our Lord is returning. Lord's word is edifying. Call Allah Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone and rule well. Shalom, wa barakim, la bakarim, peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.